Oh, what's going on? Hey, it's Scott from Slice Out Hunger and Scott's Pizza Tours, and I'm here with Flavors of New York to check out a pizzeria in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. This is a new classic spot with a new classic slice. It's called Rob's of Brooklyn. We're gonna go inside and meet Rob. Rob, what's going on? It's wonderful to see you.
How's everything?
Everything's great, especially when I'm here. Place is looking good, and this is my second time here. So I'm very
I
excited.
didn't catch him the first time, but I'm here.
I snuck in, but this time I'm not so sneaky.
Good.
So I'm gonna get a couple slices.
Sure. Let me know what you'd like. We have a beautiful counter.
Well, you know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a regular slice.
Regular.
Grandma looks good, and then I want you to just surprise me with the third slice.
Sure.
Okay?
I got you.
But more importantly than that, I want to know some of the details about this place, because when I walk into this place, I see new-ish. You've only been open less than a year,
Yeah.
but yet classic in the counter.
I have 6-pie, Baker's Pride oven. Put this in
You
sauce.
inherited these.
I bought them. No,
You
no,
did?
there was nothing inherited. Everything was new. Meaning
everything.
studs, construction.
You picked up
everything.
old Baker's
There was
Pride.
no gas here prior. Yeah.
These have been through a lot.
Yeah. I picked this up from my friend. He has an equipment store.
They've changed the.
This thing, we kind of just know at this point. We keep them burnt out from memory.
I know. Well, I see that you got the hanging.
Yeah,
Right.
we know at this point what's going on. So, yeah, and then we have, like I said, we have our chef here. We have a full kitchen with pastas. We do chicken piccata entrees.
Yeah.
A lot of great stuff. We have a pasta
Pasta
cooker, as
fryer.
you can see. Yeah. We do appetizers, wings. We make all of our sauces in house. We make all of our dough. Absolutely everything we do in house. We don't buy anything except-
before?
Yeah, I was in the restaurant business before.
Where?
I've worked for a few places in Manhattan, in Brooklyn.
What places?
I've worked in a place in Brooklyn, I don't know if some of you know, it used to be called Terraza. Now it's Lamont on Surf Avenue. I worked up in the city. I worked at Pecora Bianca for a little bit too in the city, learning pasta. So, yeah. But this is, just Brooklyn food. Like when you're from New York, I grew up here. I grew up in Brooklyn. I felt like we were kind of going away from like old school pizzerias after COVID a little bit. Places started closing down. I'm sure you know yourself. And when I opened up the first one at Bay Parkway, Lenny's closed down a few months after I opened.
Yeah.
So like we have a little painting there, a little homage of
I saw
the
it.
Saturday Night Fever. Yeah. So this is my pizza journey. But like I said, this neighborhood is awesome. I love the people here. I'm not from Sunset. I live in Coney Island. But it's great to get to know everybody. It's awesome.
I want to get to the bottom of what's going on, how you got into this, young dude, but you're doing this total classic pizza.
Sure. And I'll tell you how we got into all this.
Sounds great. You got tables out there?
Yep. We got 3 tables. We got some chairs.
Beautiful. So how'd you come up with the name Rob's?
Well, that's my name. So I kind of just went off that. Also, there's no pizzerias that I heard of in New York that are called Rob's. So I looked that up. There wasn't too many. There's Roberto's in Williamsburg, but there's no Rob's. So I decided to go with Rob's of Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. My name's Rob, and I thought it was pretty unique.
Fascinating. Now, more importantly, how did you get into pizza? Because you're a young guy.
Yeah.
You must have been working in food before you got this.
Yeah. So I've been working in restaurants for the earlier part of my 20s. I learned a lot. I wasn't necessarily super big in working in pizzerias, but being from New York, I love pizza. I love going to try all the different spots. And so after COVID, there was a few of my favorite spots were closing down, and there were some changes going on. So I kind of felt that we were missing a pizzeria in my local neighborhood, and I just kind of went for it. I found something that wasn't too far away from the house. We took it over and started making our own menu, our own thing.
But how'd you get into pizza? Were you making pizza before this?
So right before I opened, I was helping somebody open a pizzeria. We built it from scratch and we opened it up. So I had about a year and a half of experience in the pizza business at that point. And then I decided to venture out on my own. So it was the last thing I did while I was working in the restaurant industry, and I decided to open on my own.
So you grew up on Coney Island?
Yeah, I grew up on Coney Island. One of my favorites over there is Totono's.
Of course.
Sure you know Totono's.
Come on, it's one of the, if not the best.
Yeah.
Totono's is a classic. It's like a unicorn. It's talk to me about going there. What was your experience like going to Totono's?
So when I was younger, when I was a kid, on the weekends, my parents would be driving by home, or if we went shopping or something, we would stop by, get a pie, and go home. I really like, their dough, the way they make their margarita pies, just the regular pies. Everything is delicious. Now it's a little bit tougher because they open here and there, but every time I drive by, if I see the gate halfway open, I'm knocking on the door. So
What are the other pizzerias that have inspired you? Because your pizza looks like a combination of a bunch of different places.
Yes.
It's not like one specific thing.
that's an interesting way to put it. One of my big inspirations, the industry. You know, they're great. I like New Park Pizza too. It's one of my personal favorites. You know, from being a kid. Other local pizzerias that I grew up on, you know, were like the pizzeria by my school, which is not around no more. I like the Faras a lot too. You know, I used to take the Q train and I would hop off right there and get the Faras. Another really good spot, Italia Pizza on West 6th and Kings Highway. Not a lot of people know about it, but they have really, really solid pies. You know, good stuff too.
This is the difference between the average place and the above average place is a full bake,
Thank you.
a dark bake.
Yeah.
And this isn't even too dark. This is not charred even. It's definitely not burnt. This is a bake. Is that important to you?
Very important.
Why do you think so many places go so light these days?
To put it short, a lot of people don't know about fermenting dough, letting it rise, cold ferment, and most importantly, like being attentive to your product. You know, it's not just about taking the dough out of the dough pan and making a pizza. You kind of gotta make sure that with the summertime, you know, you're adjusting to that. With the water temperatures, you always gotta be playing with stuff. So for me, that's like I said, it's really exhilarating because we come up with new things to put on pizza, but the foundation is something that we came up with, which is really important, which is the dough. And like even yesterday, I was gonna say, if you guys want to try, we made like bar pies yesterday.
Oh yes.
And I have pictures
Of course,
of
I
them.
want to try a bar pie.
Dude, they were phenomenal. Like I'm telling you, just
You baking them in pans?
no, we put them
Straight up?
Yeah, just we don't use flour, we use olive oil,
Olive oil.
and then we put them on a screen, and they're like,
Edge to edge?
yeah, it's obviously smaller dough ball than the ones we use for the big pies. But give me 1 second. Let me tell them to make one.
We
And
got
you
a
guys
lot
get
to
a
do
bite.
here.
Yeah.
But I will not stop you from making a bar pie.
Give me half a second. Let me get some more.
You never stop somebody when they ask if you want a bar pie. We're gonna start off with the regular slice, which looks above average. Full bake, light cheese to sauce ratio. I know it's gonna pass the vertical hang test. Nothing falls off, not even a drip from the tip. So I love that. Next up is gonna be the white slice, which this looks like some inspiration from Best Pizza.
Oh yeah, definitely some inspiration from Frank. I'm sorry to mention Best Pizza before. Frank Pinnell is one of my mentors as well.
Sesame seed edge, which a lot of places in Brooklyn do. The heavily caramelized onions. I saw your guys starting to caramelize some onions right now. Whipped up ricotta, fresh mutts. It smells divine, so that's gonna be cool. And then we got two squares. There's gonna be a grandma.
Yep.
With the thick, chunky, roughly crushed whole peeled tomatoes, alta cucinas.
Yes.
And then the Sicilian, so the dough is allowed to puff up a little bit more. Fresh mutts, vodka sauce, cup and char pepperoni, Rosa Grandes.
No, I use Ezzo's.
Oh, which one?
The thinner one. The Ezzo pork pepperoni cup, just the thinner one.
Sorry, I want to apologize to Darren Izzo that I mislabeled these pepperonis. My apologies. I will never do that again.
Nah, Ezzo all the way, baby.
Izzo.
Ezzo, I'm sorry.
Izzo.
I say I got from New York.
Darren's
so.
gonna, but say it like Darren
Got it.
says it. It's okay. And then I gotta say, I know that we're talking about pizza, and that's my life. But if I had a middle name, it would be Stromboli. And Rob does Stromboli here, which is an exquisite option. It's not a calzone. Calzone is folded over and baked, and this is rolled and baked. Completely different story. And what do you got in this one? Sausage and peppers.
We got sausage, pork pepperoni, peppers, cheese, and caramelized onions. There's no sauce inside. We give our own sauce on the side. Yep.
Very excited about that. What do you got on top?
Parmesan. Parmesan Reggiano. Yep.
Actual Parmesan or Reggiano?
Yeah, we use both. We have a whole bunch of cheeses in here. Yeah. We have grated Parm. We have Parmesan Reggiano. Like you said, obviously we use Grande. We have low moisture, fresh mozzarella. We have.
This is the Grande too?
No, so this is fresh mozz.
From?
We actually buy it from Gero Supremo Italiano.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people like that
I'm a big
stuff.
fan of that.
That's the Grande.
Grande, yeah. We mix our own. We shred it ourselves. We don't.
And this
buy
is
the
a cooked
East Coast
sauce.
kind. This is a cooked sauce. It's our marinara sauce. Yep.
Yeah.
Cook it every day.
but from the same California tomatoes.
We use Alto Cucino for everything.
Yeah.
We don't have any 7-Eleven or anything like that. We
But
make
there's
our own
a little
pizza
oil
sauce.
in there, a little.
Yeah, we have a raw pizza sauce, a cooked marinara sauce. Same.
I mean, this to me is important.
Sure.
To be able to give a semi-fold and
Yeah.
still have it have architecture. This thin pie, 18-inch pie.
20.
Oh, this is a 20?
Everything we do is 20.
Damn.
So the counter
Even-
size and delivery is 20 as well.
This is a big. I just want to say this is a big deal. A lot of people don't do 20-inch delivery. They do 20-inch in-house, 18-inch delivery.
You're right.
Rob's is doing both the same.
Because it does compromise the pie a little bit when it's a little bit thicker. People are used to our quality, so you want to always keep it the same pie, same size.
Ultrams.
Yep.
Straight, 100%. A really great bake with it. And this is a 1 day or more?
So we try to keep it between 24 to 48 hours. Cold ferment.
Yeah.
We put semolina in our dough.
That's what I was getting for.
We
Because I was like,
put semolina in our dough.
not that much though.
Not that much.
Just for the crunch. Less than
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, like I said, we make our own raw sauce, basil, basic salt, olive oil. Nothing crazy. We just use good quality stuff. And yeah, and grande cheese. We cut in house every day. I don't buy the shredded because I prefer to do it myself.
I got you. This is great. I love this, but I gotta move on. A little nib off the side. That's all I need for that. And then the other ones, we'll see what happens. But just because, vodka pepperoni, that's like getting to be the new topping combination. The hot honey hit my tongue as you said it.
Yeah, we go through a lot of that. The hot honey is really big here, yeah.
Much?
Yeah, of course.
I know, like, to the average pizza consumer, these things might not mean that much, but Izzo pepperoni, Mike's hot honey, grande mozzarella, Stanislaw tomatoes. I mean, this dude's spending money on ingredients. It's worth knowing that. It's like you're going the extra mile.
Yeah. And like I said, even with our Sicilians, we raise them for hours. They're always gonna come to the right thickness before we pre-cook it and do our thing with them. So
People gotta understand. This is a grandma, and that's a Sicilian. The Sicilian's thicker, grandma's thinner. The Sicilian rises for hours. Grandma, it ferments fully, but it's not rising in the pan. And as soon as I saw this sucker, and I saw that tomato hanging off the end, I knew this is the right stuff, because at Rob's, he's not doing the same sauce on everything. Different sauce per pizza based on what that pizza needs. And also, it looks like a little bit of sauce directly on the dough, and then the cheese,
So
and then chunks.
we pre-cook the grandmas, and
With
then
what
we put the cheese on, the tomatoes, garlic, Parmesan, basil.
Is there tomato below that cheese, or is that an optical illusion?
No, there's a pre-cook of a base of tomato. Yeah.
Just so it doesn't dry out.
yeah, exactly. Just a
Respect.
touch.
Respect. But the
But
sauce
it's-
from this.
Yes, the raw pizza sauce for the pre-cook, and then that's the finished cooked sauce on top.
Tomato, garlic. Done.
Easy basil, yeah.
Mm. The white slice.
Yeah, the Bianca slice.
The Bianca slice, so fresh mozzarella, ricotta, caramelized onion,
Parsley
parsley,
on a sesame seed crust.
seeds. So
Yep.
this is the Frank Pinello special,
Yeah, I would say
basically.
so.
Major homage to Frank.
Yeah, he's the man for that.
Caramelized onions, come on. Like when you were a little kid and you were like, I don't like onions. This is what changes you. This is when a boy becomes a man. This is really good. I did not have this last time. It's very sweet with those onions.
Yeah, we cook them for a good amount of time. And yeah, you gotta buy Spanish onions to make the flavor just right. Not the watery ones.
No. The
We
yellow
also
onions.
use that on a veggie pie. It's really good too.
What's the pie that every day you come in and you have a slice?
I'm a big regular guy, but if it wasn't for that, I would have a Bianca or maybe a buffalo. I'm a big on buffalo too. We make it nice with some ranch and chopped scallions. And a big thing is, like, I hate personally when a buffalo pie is just like cheese and buffalo sauce. So we make it like a regular cheese pie and just put the toppings on top, so it doesn't dry out.
So your buffalo pie is a regular pie.
Yeah, just with buffalo chicken that we cook ourselves, fry ourselves, mix with Frank's buffalo sauce, put some ranch, chopped scallions on top. That's it. Done. Yep.
That's good. Okay, this is Stromboli. What made you decide to do Stromboli?
So another homage to a neighborhood pizzeria that I used to go to when I was a kid. They used to have Strombolis, pepperoni rolls, all types of stuff. But the Stromboli I really like because when you combine sausage with cheese and peppers and onions, it has a really nice flavor. And we cook everything separate, then we put it together. And a Stromboli is really thin, it's a really thin piece of dough once you stretch it out. So it's unique.
The dough is super thin.
Yeah.
You stretch it in oil?
No,
You stretch it in flour?
we just stretch it. We take the dough, we stretch it out, we put all the ingredients in, we roll it up, we put it on like 3 screens.
3 screens?
Yeah, we put it on the oven. Like it's huge. It's like a anaconda.
Oh yeah, you do a long. Because look, it's folded over, so it's pinched down over here. I'm gonna do a dry bite and then I'll dip. I don't love dipping.
It's fine. People
feel
love
like
our sauce, like with the garlic knots especially. I have a grandma who comes in and buys like a whole bunch of sauce every week. It's fine.
She tells her family she makes it.
I don't know, but I never ask questions. I just sell it.
Smart man, don't ask questions to the no-nos. I'm not much of a dipper, but I'm definitely a dripper.
Okay, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Like this way, I get it exactly where I need it, and I'm not gonna lose onions and sausage in the sauce. And you can't double dip, but you can double drip. Yeah, dude, this is.
It's good. It brings you back, bro.
Well, it brings me back, kind of. I'm not used to having crumbled sausage in there.
Yeah.
I'm used to having like sliced meats
Yeah.
in a Stromboli.
So we use.
It's bringing me
only
to the
crumbled
sandwich.
Sausage, yeah.
Yeah. Whose sausage is this?
It's Pork King.
Huh.
Brand's Pork King, yeah. It's good sweet sausage. We cook it. We don't really add too much to it. It's a good product. Has good meat flavor.
I mean, peppers and onions. They know what they're doing together. Oh yeah. Oh.
We have beer and wine, and like I said, when you're sitting on the counter and you want some New York style but super thin and super juicy and crispy, we do make these as well. This is half pepperoni, half regular. Really nice.
Dude, this looks. I'll tell you what the things that look right to me. When the cheese gets this little shriveled pockmarked thing going on, and then this little 2 inches. That's my jam. No risen crust. Are you guys cutting the edge off? You're
all
just doing
handwork.
a full stretch.
It's all
No
handwork, no pin, no pan. It's just oil. We put it on a screen, and then we finish it off out of the screen at the end. That's all.
Is this available for legit?
It's like an off-menu thing we're doing, because I'll be honest, we get really slammed, and this takes a little bit more time, but I have an idea that we're gonna maybe add it to the menu. It's not gonna have maybe too many toppings, just because bar pies go a little bit different stuff.
You know what would be awesome?
Yeah.
You only serve it at the bar, and
That's
it's
kind of what we're doing right
dude. And you know what? And my unsolicited advice to make it like a small one, like a 10 or 12 inch,
So-
like a legit bar pie. Because
I'll
this
tell
is a
you
thin
something
crust
cool.
pizza.
I'll
This is
tell
not
you-
a bar pie.
now. Yeah.
I'm saying you don't get a lot of attention. You only make 10 bar pies a night. You get the pie and a beer or a soda, and it's $12. It's like a set thing, and that's that. A limit, because then it's like, oh, we gotta go out and get it. Speaking of, you gotta go out and get it. I gotta go down and get this. Oh, mama. Yeah, that's thin. Yeah, this is thin crust pizza. Tastes completely different.
Completely different.
Getting emotional. I don't even like bars, but I like bar pies. You know what I mean? What does that mean? Yeah, dude. The stretching it on oil instead of flour, the baking it on the screen. Yeah.
It's like thin and juicy. For sure.
And when I say nobody cares, I just mean like the
Yeah.
customer just cares about what the food is.
Right.
And like how it's made is something like we might be interested in, but at the end of the day, it's not what's going to move anything.
For sure.
But I noticed you have killer art in there.
Yeah.
What is
we
the
do.
deal with that art?
My friend drew it up. This guy named Nolan. He drew up a lot of my artwork in my prior pizzeria, and then when this place got opened up, we have high ceilings. I'm like, dude, we need some amazing art. And we have awesome stuff here. It's like, we have a great homage to like a pizza man there. If you saw the one with the Rob's hat, we have a mirror that we painted all over. It's cool.
Ninja Turtles piece.
Yeah, I'm a big on Ninja Turtles and the pizza and all that stuff. And like I said, it just gives you that neighborhood New York classic vibe. And
It's got all the pieces of the puzzle. You're in this cozy corner spot. It's a modern classic slice shop.
yeah. And like I said, we have a full kitchen too. You saw it. We do pastas, we do everything, man. So I know we're on the pizza podcast.
I mean, I've never eaten pasta in my life. That's a lie. So next time you're at the rec center at Sunset Park, you're done swimming laps, just walk across the street over to Rob's, get yourself thin crust bar pie, get yourself Stromboli, get yourself the grandma pie, get yourself the pepperoni, hot honey, vodka sauce, just whatever. Get whatever you want. Get it all. Classic slice shop. A new classic slice shop. Rob's of Brooklyn. I'm Scott.
I'm Rob.
And this is Flavors of New York. We'll see you next time.